This is Dave Palumbo with RxMuscle.com. I'm here at the 2011 IFBB St. Louis Pro Show. I am here with Aaron Jewbacca Singerman and John Hnatyshak, and we're going to do the final wrap-up and assessment of all the festivities here today. I first want to start out by saying that Jack and Antitone put on a fantastic competition this weekend. They sold out the place for prejudging. They sold it out for the night show. It was the first pro show that's ever been held here, and I have to say it was a success, wouldn't you, Aaron?
I think that they did a phenomenal job. I think the show, as far as the attendance, this show is right on par with any other pro show that we've been to that's been busy. I mean, this is a great turnout for them. Absolutely,
this is like the Europa turnout.
Yeah, this is like a Europa Dallas turnout. Yeah, it's huge.
I was impressed. John, were you impressed with? I mean, you were on the judging panel, obviously, here tonight, and were you impressed with the way the show was run and organized?
First time out of the gate, they did a phenomenal job. They had a great lineup, great depth. A lot of great world-class caliber athletes.
I want to make also one more comment. I want to thank Hot Bods for the great shirts that Aaron and I are wearing. Maybe we'll get John one for the next wrap-up. I can't say enough. I mean, the compliments I get from the Hot Bods is amazing.
And if you're noticing mine's a little wrinkled, that is my fault. It didn't come wrinkled.
God forbid if you iron the shirt.
Next time you'll see me wearing a new Hot Bod shirt, it will be ironed and pressed. It'll be nice.
Well, not only did we have a great pro show, we had a great amateur show. The NPC Midwest Championships was held here as well. We had some great champions crowned. Tricky Jackson did a phenomenal guest posing routine. You know, he looks as big as a house. The kid looks like he's about 240.
Yeah, he's making progress in his off season. You know, he has a new baby, just a 2-month-old.
I heard.
Yeah. So he is taking a little bit of time for an off season. He's not going to do a show till later. So he looked great. He's a consummate professional, a great poser, and we got to see some of that tonight.
Gives hope to me that maybe I'll have some kids one day. Now, Aaron Riley also was obviously from the state of Jersey. That's your state. Did a really good fitness routine here tonight. Were you impressed with her? I think she's really talented.
I think she puts on a great show, guest posing, entertaining. So, I was happy with her. I think they both did very, very well.
Yeah. Let's talk about the event. Nicole Wilkins Lee, coming off a fresh victory at the Ms. International 2 weeks earlier, comes in here and pretty much stomps the competition. There was a little controversy, especially from our little group here, because, John, you were on the judging panel. Some people said that she was too smooth, possibly from behind. That's been kind of her thing her whole career. To me, she's got unbelievable structure. She's a beautiful girl. Tell me what, in your mind, as a judge, made you vote for her?
I'm with you there. I mean, she's got an unbelievable balanced body. Her presentation is flawless. Her look is spectacular. She's a beautiful woman. Her lines are just flawless. She flows. She's not overly muscular. She's not too soft. She's got a great balance of everything, and that's why she does so well.
Do you think if she came in a little tiny bit harder that she would be almost like unbeatable at this point?
I would tend to think so. I mean, she's that impressive. She's got it going on.
Aaron, what do you think? I know you disagreed with the final assessment and the final placings. Give me your opinion.
I thought that she was borderline too soft at the Arnold, and I thought that she was even considerably softer at this show. So to me, I did not have her winning, although she is, like John said, a beautiful girl. She's, as far from here up, she's fantastic. From here down, I had her in fourth place.
You're drinking your hydrolyzed water there. We've all been drinking all weekend, thanks to Jack to Tony.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Nicole Wilkins was holding too much hydrolyzed water.
She should have been drinking more hydrolyzed.
She should have been drinking. Yeah, maybe that's the problem.
I actually thought that Nicole was the best one out there. I didn't think that she was in the best shape that I've seen her, but I think she was the best one out there. Second place, Teresa Anthony, has got a beautiful shape. I mean, she's probably got the smallest waist on stage. She's got the best taper, but her legs are just, she's a tall girl. Her legs are not up to snuff.
Yeah, she's a little, she's very tall. That's hard to fill out and still look the shape and the presentation that she needs. I don't mean to be rude there, but it's a good thing you're not a judge.
Well, that's why he's not a judge. That's why I'm not a judge. I don't know what I'm talking about either.
Yeah, she's good. She's good for second, and of course Ava, third again. Second time. So
let's talk about it. Let's talk about Teresa Anthony for 1 minute, because I think she's got a lot of potential. I think she reminds me almost like an Aaron Stern if she brings her legs up a little.
Great shape, amazing taper. She has a small waist and her shoulders are relatively wide. Great taper. I would
great taper twice.
Yes, that's because it's that great. It needed to be mentioned.
You're not drinking anything other than that, are you?
No, just that, Dave. Just until the after party. Yeah. So I put Ava. I would have had her in first, Ava in second, and then so forth. I thought that Ava, honestly, she could have taken the whole show if her color was better. Her color was literally was muddy, dirty. Like there's
This is a girl who always looks professional on stage with her coloring, her face and makeup always look professional to me. And to me, she looked a little sloppy today in that regard. And body looked great as it always does.
Yeah, I spoke to her briefly. I think she was by herself this weekend, so it's a little difficult to get everything perfect when you're kind of on your own and left out, in the field there. So, but she did look good. Her color was off. She's got a great package also. But
at her best, how do you stack her up against the top girls like Nicole and Erin?
Right around if she's right, she'll always be in the top 5, I think. Mm-hmm. But against Erin, you're in tougher company.
What does she have to do to win?
Just be better. And
is it a structure thing that she just doesn't have the structure of these other girls?
I think she has great structure. She doesn't have perfect lines. Okay. And the other girls have just such great lines and perfect balance.
What I wanted to know, to ask John being the judge and all, if Ava was 100% the best she'd ever been, could she have beaten Nicole Wilkins at, from my point of view, maybe 60, 75%? What do you think?
No. I don't think so.
That's a bold statement on your part. Let's talk about the Bikini Championships. Jennifer Andrews wins her first pro show. She comes back from a 9th place at the Arnold Classic 2 weeks earlier, and she really steals the show here. And I don't think anyone in the audience would argue with that decision. What was the final line to push you guys over to pick Jennifer?
She just at the Arnold, she was a bit bouncy. She was a little bit too much on stage, and today she was almost perfect. I mean, for what she had to present, her body, her presentation, her look, she's also a spectacular specimen as far as what we're looking for in bikini.
What a word, specimen. Specimen.
Female specimen. Yeah. She had it together. She had it going on.
She told me she used to be a cheerleader, and I guess she has that bounce from the cheerleading, and she said she calmed it down. And she did look very sensual up there today, and I can understand why you guys picked her as first.
Yeah, absolutely. She did tone it down from the last show. It was a marked difference, and obviously it paid off.
Let's talk about my favorite, Jessica Jesse, who I think commands the stage probably better than any other bikini competitor up there. What did you like about her, and what did you think about her second place finish?
I thought that, honestly, I thought that was the place that she deserved. I agree with the placings for the bikini that the judges made on this one. I think that Andrews looked awesome. I think that this is the best she could have been, and I think that it was justified. I didn't know, it was interesting that John was saying about the bounciness, that made that big a difference, the stage presentation.
Well, it makes the judges uncomfortable, wouldn't you say, when they bounce around?
It's distracting, okay? You're focused on what you're trying to look at, and when they bounce around and spin around, it's a bit distracting, so she needed to tone it down a bit.
Let me just say that Jessica Jesse, as far as stage presence goes, I've said this before, she exudes sexuality. So when I watch her on stage, I'm like, wow. So that smile and how just her presence is, that's got to be what you're looking for.
Well, I think that she's got the best butt up there, without a doubt. And she knows how to work the stage real good. And that obviously has got to play into your mind, especially being a male judge.
Absolutely. She's got a great package. She could be a tad
tighter, right?
Tighter in the glutes and her upper, quads, legs, hamstrings. If she dials that in a tad, and her waist is a little, if you compare the two,
Jennifer Andrews is really small waist.
She has no waist and quite a pair of glutes.
I've noticed, though, that you guys are going for a much harder look on that pro bikini level.
It's not a
tighter, I should say.
Yeah, more condition, and again, perfect balance. Symmetry is fabulous.
Now, let me ask you: if you look at Andrews, and I compare her to our figure girl, Nicole Wilkins, to me, Andrews looks considerably harder and leaner than Nicole Wilkins.
It's a completely different look, I think.
Totally different look and totally different.
She's got ripped abs, but she doesn't have the same lines and muscularity of the other girls. Let's talk about third place Jessica Putnam, who's fourth at the Ms. International. She placed third here. She said that's it for the year until the Olympia. You think it was a good choice for her? And did you like the way she looked here tonight?
Jessica's great. She's a little bit smaller than the other girls, not meaning muscularity, just in stature and frame structure. She's a little bit smaller. So she doesn't have as much condition and muscle to present, but she's a beautiful girl, and I think it's a good call for her to sit it out.
But this is a girl who won a pro figure competition. You would think that she'd have, the muscle to stand with the bikini girls.
You're right. She had the muscle.
You think she lost it too much?
She did. She's come down quite a bit. Yeah, actually, we were discussing that, earlier today, that when she did win figure, she had quite a bit more muscle.
Would you like to see her a little bigger in bikini?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to see her again in bikini and see what she presents.
Right. Aaron, what was your assessment of Jessica?
I think she's another beautiful girl. She's very pretty. I just thought that she was a little bit. I thought when you compare them all, she was the softest and had the least amount of muscle. So if they were looking for Andrews, then she was pretty far away from that.
Well, two great champions here tonight, Nicole Wilkins Lee in the pro figure division, and of course, Jennifer Andrews wins her first pro show in the pro bikini. It was a great weekend. I want to thank Jack and Ann Tony for giving us this great suite and really hooking us up this weekend. For now, though, I'm Dave Palumbo with Aaron Jewbacca Singerman and John Hnatyshak, rxmuscle.com.